Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand, but for proper walls, you need proper stone. The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. I don't suppose, you know, in your travels... Splendid. But I can't risk my men to darkspawn attacks. You'll have to send soldiers to secure the site. You can't neglect your stronghold. If the vigil falls, where would that leave your lands? Merchants and farmers aren't much against an army of darkspawn. Thank you, Commander. The vigil will not fall, I swear it.
Psst. Psst. Warden.
Haren is content to let me craft away in obscurity under dreadful conditions. Never a care for the art of crafting.
But you're not so dreadfully common.
Exactly. I want to make wondrous things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. If you come across any fantastical materials, could you perhaps visit old Wade?
Wade? What are you about?
Oh, nothing. Remember, fantastical materials. Yes, Commander? Let me see. Oh, amazing. This might be heartwood. If I were allowed to experiment with this, I might be able to make a bow. Or a shield, yes. I can't do that right now, you understand. Here's a list of materials I need. They may be a trifle hard to come by, but you must get them.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, of course.
You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing. Oh, kind of you to notice. That was my work. The name is Dworkin Glavenok. Some call me Dworkin the Mad. That don't ruffle my beard, though. Have to be a little mad in my line of research. I developed these particular formulations, but it's the Kunari who perfected the art. That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned giants shouldn't be allowed to outsmart dwarves. So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients. If you got a mind to, aye. We used up all the explosives on those darkspawn. I can make more, but I'm out of lyrium sand. Lyrium dust is all over the place, but that's too fine. Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the lads to work. Wonderful. We can start making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Foldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history. Aye, Commander. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Seneschal Verrill has been looking for you. Please go to the throne room. Just give me a moment.
Hey, Commander. We need to talk. Dreams. You get them? Yeah, this is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared broodmothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her. You're telling me? Then the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write? And one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up. Huh. I do get other dreams about darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
Now is not the best time to talk. Funny. Considering all the things that have been taken, it figures this would still be here. Good guess. That's her. My father hated my mother. He only dragged this painting out when my grandmother visited, which was not often. I'd be paraded before her like a soldier on inspection, and she would pick over every floor while father awaited his turn. I don't really know. Her family was wealthy. I remember that much. They wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole now, of course. I'd be as welcome there as a bad rash. Anyway, someone should take this down. I think it's staring at me.
Should we get a move on?
I would like some time to myself. What? This book is empty. Why have you given me this useless object? I see. Why stop there? Why not bring me little paintings of trees to glue all over my belongings? Because I like trees so much. I'm sure I'll find some use for this. The leather binding is quite adequate. Thank you.
I am touched. Thank you. Thank you. This is a...
This is nice. I don't like the sound of that. This is nice.
Thanks, I guess. You shouldn't have. Thanks, I guess.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided. By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it. Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next is a serious matter. Danella, a soldier of the Vigil, abandoned her post and was caught 3 leagues away. She is charged with desertion. Even if it were not a time of war, the penalty would be death.
I asked the old captain several times to release me from my oath. The darkspawn are too near my family's farm. They need me, my lord. I'm no coward.
You dishonor everyone who serves the Vigil. You think you are alone in having family under threat.
The men are afire over this one. Danella is an accomplished scout, but desertion could destroy the army.
I won't forget this, Commander. I'll be back. You have my word.
Mercy is a fine thing, but armies are held together by discipline.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Earl Rendon Howe made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Howe's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Logain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
My father built that bridge, but very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this. Commander. Oh, I hope they fare better than Sir Myrene. I'll make the preparations. From this moment forth, Velana, you are a Grey Warden.
Then let it be.
She yet draws breath, Commander. She will recover.
I envy the humans for so many things, but sometimes I envy them most for their tales. Even the youngest human child knows of at least a dozen heroes of legend. These tales are taken for granted. They are so abundant. Oh, it makes me angry sometimes. We Dalish have lost most of our history and our legends. What we do remember, we hold dear. But does a human child value the tale of the Paragon Idukun as much as he does Dane and the werewolf? Stories connect us to our past. They shape a people in profound ways. Without them, we are lost. I think I finally know what I will do with your gift. I will fill it with stories. These will be new stories for my people. Stories drawn from what I know and what I've seen. Perhaps one day, they will be what connects my children and their children to their past, to me. I see now that this is a gift to be treasured, and I thank you. Yes.
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
You believe that your ancestors used to be immortal?
I don't believe it. It's true.
How do you know?
Why would the elders lie?
Why, indeed?
Very well. As you say, it shall be done.
Good! Another down!
I'm here. It is done.
I am here.
Darkspawn!
It is begun. I shall do it. As you said, it shall be done. Very well. do it. It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it. As you say. It shall be done. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. As you say. As you say. It shall be done.
That's the way. I shall do it. It shall be done. Very well. As you say, it is begun. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it. As you say, it shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. As you say, it is begun. It shall be done. As you say, it is begun. Say your prayers!
Very well. It shall be done. It is begun.
Does this please you?
Here they come!
It is begun, as you said. It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. Let us go quickly. It shall be very well. It shall be done. Don't give them the advantage! I shall do it. It is begun. I shall do it. As you said, I shall do it. It is begun. As you said. I'll never give in! I shall do it. Very well. Oh, let us end this! It shall be. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun.
Commander, the ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Calharol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone. Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. Should buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution. Of course. Are you ready? Of course.
So you don't believe the elves were immortal?
When did I say that?
You asked me if I believed that my ancestors were once immortal.
And where in that question was it implied that I believed otherwise?
Then you do believe that the elves were immortal?
I didn't say that either.
You are exasperating.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Wonderful. We can start making more explosives. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.